Alright, what's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about assessing your market strategy and giving you a couple of options so you can figure out what you want to do in the crypto market. Alright, so we know how to get our fiat into Bitcoin and the crypto shit. We know how to observe the market. We know a little bit about the top 10 altcoins. We know how to, wait, what else do we know? Oh yeah, we know how to get some of them altcoins on exchanges, and now we're going to figure out what do we want to do with all these tools that we have. So there are three options you have, and like two are pretty regularly known, and then three are kind of a mix of the two, and the third one is a mix of the two. So we have, you can be a day trader, you can be a hodler, or you can do both in whatever percentage you see fit. I personally do kind of like, I do like some swing trading, my swing trading, the purpose of my swing trading is so I can hodl more, so I can get like the big three, the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and I got like a couple other ones that I want to hold on to for just like the future of I got some of my bets placed on like what the future of the crypto market could be, but that's my personal thing. And so trading, basically a trader trades off, the market cycles, what they see fit, what they think they will pump and dump or whatever, or what the next pump and dump will be. Because that's what the crypto's known for, having some of these like 1,000% gains in a day. Like there's no pussyfooting around it. That shit does happen. It has happened. I've seen it happen. I've experienced it a couple times. Shit's crazy. But that's basically the power of what small market cap things can do. Oh my god, yo, just thinking about that makes me so. You gotta just at least once you have to catch one of these. It's so much fun. Like the level of like, I know I was talking about the whole like leaving your emotions at the door and shit, but like, oh, when you catch one of these and and you hit the sell button at that perfect time, you're just like, yeah, yo, that's what's up, bro. You're just, It's just so warm and mushy gushy. It's like, I traded good. I just made more than I ever have working in an hour. Ah! But that's just a little taste of what it's like. Don't base your whole, if you are a trader and you're new to this shit, don't base your life around catching that feeling that I've like described to you. But to let you know, it does happen and it feels amazing. So, but for the most part, you want to keep emotions out of it, because like all of that feeling good shit is for the after the fact. Like you can't focus on that feeling until you've achieved it, and I can speak from experience on that. So just be wary. I don't want you guys to start making snap euphoria decisions. Once we if you check out like the Patreon page, we'll dive into like a little bit of like the Wall Street cheat sheet, and I'll explain. Once you see that Google it now, look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. If you look at that, you'll see the top of the market is what? Euphoria. What was the feeling I just demonstrated? How would you describe that? Personally, I'd call that euphoria. So anytime you see some euphoria in the markets, here's a little tip. Start paying attention, because it might be when you align yourself with the majority, it's time to sit back and reflect. So now that we've gotten through with trading, which is basically like, well, we haven't gotten through. What am I talking about? So trading is basically just, day trading. You're catching like market cycles. You have your own little like technical analysis technique. You're trading based off of like news, fundamental analysis, and what the charts are saying. If you know how to properly trade, the charts don't lie. So basically, you're just, you don't hold anything much longer than the longest thing that traders hold for is about 3 months, and from a trader's point of view, that's an investment. They see long-term gains in that cycle for that specific coin. That's what trading is. You're not holding anything for years. You're not holding anything for much longer than a couple months. Because that at the end of the day, like, yeah, like, so we'll contrast one after we describe the HODL point of view. So HODLing is basically, you pick a coin you like, you see it has it's beneficial 2 to 3 years from now, right? You're just going to buy it, hold, you don't care what happens in the day-to-day, because you see what's going to happen down the line, right? That's really all HODLing is. You just did a little bit of fundamental analysis. You know what it's going to do. For instance, Bitcoin, Litecoin, fundamental analysis. They'll be far, far, far higher than they are now 5 to 10 years from the future, right? So like you're just, Bitcoin, cool, new monetary system. All right, that's what's up. You're going to hold it till like 2020 or whatever. That's when people are going to start cashing out. But back to trading. Traders have, the difference between traders and hodlers is traders have the stomach, the mental capacity, and the skill to time. They understand the concept of timing in market cycles. So they can capitalize off that and then move towards a greater portfolio. That's the only difference. So you need to know yourself and either set some money aside to learn how to trade. If you already know how to trade, you don't need me to tell you what you want. Just go trade, do your thing. If you make some money, but the crypto market's a little different than the stock market. It's like, it's not as heavily, it doesn't have as much money in it, so it's weighed down a lot less, so it can move a lot quicker. As you've seen, it goes up to 20, down to 6. That's where we're at right now. But so let's kind of discuss the middle end, where you're learning how to trade. You have your hodl, you have like what you're hodling, and you've gotten pretty good at trading. So basically, you're gonna have 30% of your coins hodled in like the big three. You gotta have your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, Ethereum, the gold, silver, and steel. That's what it was built on. And basically you have your other, like, say 70% or whatever, which you use to trade. You just put like big money, big aggressive trades. Like, for instance, whatchamacallit? Something about Veritasium, like they have a government deal lined up around like November. So you're going to aggressively put a lot of your money into Veritasium because you know that, say in like November or whatever, the government's going to be like, oh my god, I need all this verification help from this third-party platform that has proven that they can, help with whatever we need, right? So in that situation, you would be like, oh, okay, I'm going to put all of my money because I know that the government has a lot of currency under its control, and they can contract that, which would prove that this coin will go up in value in the future. Okay, just an example. So you could aggressively make your money off that and be like, okay, I'm going to take 70% of my profits that I made and put it back into my hodling side of more portfolio, and therefore you've created more of whatever coin you want out of thin air just by knowing how to trade. You've transferred your knowledge into physical wealth. All right, cool. That's that. That's pretty much all it is. You can work the percentages any which way you want on that aspect, but if you're like, that's kind of like from my point of view, that's the most like, don't put all your eggs in one basket style of trading, because like, even if you fuck up terribly, like, you got your Litecoin, man. Shit, bro. That's gonna be the fucking like intermediary like coin of exchange in the future. Like, you good. It doesn't matter how much you fuck up. You were just having fun. Like, yeah, that shit sucks, but like, you're good. Like, there's nothing to worry about. You haven't lost your money. That's why that's cool. But if you really, 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 really have your trading skills down, trade all you want. Have no attachment to any coin or anything. Just have an attachment to the chart and what's going up. Appreciate the euphoria. Know when to get out. And if you don't know anything about trading, but you know that you know that in yourself that this will be this commodity, stock, or whatever monetary instrument that you choose is going to be, you think it's going to go up in the future, buy it, hold it, forget about it. Know when you're going to cash out, sell, enjoy. Your choice. Learn what you want. I hope this helped. And I'm gonna put the link in the Patreon in the description. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. That's what's up, guys. I appreciate y'all.